What separates those who dream from those who become?
A price, a sacred price, and most people see the cost and walk away before they ever begin.
So greatness isn't a gift, it's a transaction.
You want to be great? You have to pay a price. The best pay the biggest price. You work harder. You commit more. You take more responsibility. You deal with more storms, more pressure, more doubt. How much are you willing to suffer? Because the more painful the sacrifice, the greater you become. Most people want the result without the cost, but everything of value demands something of you. And the payment, it's not negotiable.
The altar of greatness only accepts one currency, which you're willing to give up.
Yes, and most people never make the offering. They stand at the edge, calculate the cost, and convince themselves it's not worth it, but they never ask the real question.
What's the cost of not paying it?
That's the law they don't see. Time moves in one direction, and every time you surrender to comfort, you lose something you can never reclaim. If you skip the work today, you can't get that day back. If you give up a little bit right now, it's gone forever. Rome wasn't built in a day, but Rome didn't fall in a day either. It fell slowly, one compromise, one exception, one moment of weakness repeated until the empire was dust. Greatness doesn't collapse from one failure. It erodes from 1,000 small surrenders you convinced yourself didn't matter.
So every choice is either construction or decay. There's no neutral ground.
Never was. You're either building the temple or watching it crumble, and most people are standing in the ruins wondering when it fell apart. It was every day they chose comfort over the cost.
What does it actually look like to pay the price when everything in you wants to stop?
I know people who trained every single day for years. Christmas, birthday, holidays, sickness. Didn't matter. They showed up, and there were 100 days, maybe more, when they didn't want to do anything. Days when staying in bed felt like mercy. But those were the days that mattered most, because that's what separates good from great. The great do the work when they don't want to, when no one's watching, when there's no reward in sight. That's the price, showing up in the darkness and doing it anyway.
The days without motivation reveal who you actually are.
Always. Anyone can show up inspired, but the person who shows up empty and does it anyway, that person is building something the world can't take away.
And when you've paid the price, when you've climbed the mountain, what keeps you from settling?
You're winning. You're ahead. Everyone's celebrating. But you feel nothing. The work's not done. You don't celebrate at halftime. You don't stop when you're winning. One goal doesn't mean you've finished. Job's not finished. That's all that matters. Until you've done everything you came to do, the price keeps getting paid. Every single day. No breaks.
The standard becomes who you are, not something you chase.
Exactly. Stephen Pressfield called it resistance, the force that tries to stop you from becoming who you're meant to be. The sacred price is what you pay to overcome it, not once. Every single day. Robert Greene studied mastery for decades and found the same pattern. Those who reach the highest levels never stop paying the price. They just stop counting the cost because they've become the offering itself. Greatness is waiting, but it demands everything. Pay the price. Every day. No exceptions.
This is Apex. Become the offering. Let's rise.